Hello, leader, and welcome to How to Lead in 15 with me, Sue Naughton-Marsh. I'm here to help you elevate your leadership skills in just 15 minutes. Yes, we need this. I really want to help you to shine in the spotlight without burning out and without having to read a ton of books, because I'm reading them all for you. Yes, I've got you. You will hear me talk about four key areas a lot, and they are how to have a strategic mindset, how to develop your leadership style, how to motivate your teams, and how to look after that all-important you so that you can stay balanced, enjoy your life, and do all those other things well too. Okay, so the first key area, let's get into it for today. The first key area I want to think about is how to have a strategic mindset. Do you know what that is? Maybe you've got the word strategy or strategic in your job title. Anyone told you what that is? Don't know, apart from the strategic plan, which you might have read. Do you know what you're actually doing every day, what the habits are? Okay, well, I'm here to help you to solve that mystery. Okay, so there are four key questions that I think that anyone should ask in order to have a strategic mindset every day. So have a think for a moment about a project that you might be working on, something that you're trying to solve, a puzzle in the business, something new for a customer, a new process, a new product, anything like that. Just hold that in your mind, something you're working on live right now. And before you go away and start digging into it with your team, I want you to ask yourself first these four questions. What are my assumptions about this project? So pay attention to whether you think, now that you've been set this task, or you've been asked to deal with this task, am I making assumptions about what I think the answer is before we've truly explored all the options and really thought about the big picture? Am I just trying to dive into getting on with doing stuff so that I get it done? Sometimes that can happen when there's a sense of urgency in a business. So ask yourself, what are my assumptions about this project or about this situation? The second one is, if I were to redesign this from scratch, from a blank piece of paper, would I redesign it in the same way, or would I design something completely different? So really allow yourself to step into that. And if it would be completely different, pay attention to what would be different. The third one is, if I want you to imagine now, step into 2 years into the future, and this project that you're working on has been a massive, massive success. What was it that made it successful? What were the elements? What were the items? What were the habits that made this a success? And if you feel brave, you could also do it the other way. Think 2 years down the line, it's been a failure. What happened to make it a failure? So really step into the future and see what comes up for you. What was it that made it a success? And what was it that made it a failure? 1 year ahead, 2 years ahead. And the last one is, what are my blind spots about this? What are the things that I don't know, that I need to find out more information about, that could trip me up, maybe? So really think about, what are the blind spots? So there you have it. What are my assumptions? What would I do if I was redesigning this from scratch? Imagine 2 years into the future and it's been a massive success or a massive failure. What happened? What happened there? And what are my blind spots? And once you've truly stepped into that for yourself, then you can do that with your teams. And it will set you into that kind of neutral, not knowing space, because that's what curiosity truly is. It's being neutral and not knowing. So I want you to try those four habits for the next 15 days, forever, but certainly for the next 15 days. Keep that number 15 in your mind. And I want you to see what happens. I want you to see the energy, what happens with the energy, what ideas it brings to mind, whether it improves your team meetings, and whether it increases your personal presence within your leadership team. Okay, good luck with that. Tune in for part 2 when we move on to the second habit of being a strategic mindset person. And if you have found this useful, please like, subscribe, share, and let me know in the notes, in the comments below, how you get on and what your favourite strategic mindset questions are. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.